right, good morning, traders. We got a couple things popping out the gate. Now they're slowing down a little bit, but got a couple of different trades that I'm in at the moment. SPY's kind of bouncing around. Not really making its mind up if it wants to rebound or not. After this little dip yesterday, we're in this downtrend. You can see where the SPY's pulling back. It's kind of messing up all these plays. All of a sudden, MTech with a nice pop up to 383. Let's see, KSCP is coming down a little bit. Make sure everything's working. Yeah, we should be all good. All right. So KSCP, I'm looking to break 1050. So 200 moving average on the 1 hour chart. It broke this downtrend. And if it can break 1050, get back above that 200, it could start moving. I don't think MTech's done yet. I think this thing's just getting started. But if the SPY starts dumping, that could ruin everything. We need to see the SPY try to rebound. If these plays are going to continue to rip. And KCSP starting to crack back down to $10. Needs to hold above $10. And SPY is kind of determining which way everything's going to move. Got some red across the whole market. So MTech's got to break his downtrend if it's going to keep going. There we go. KSCP, whatever this thing is. Still trying to hold up 10. Getting a lot of selling pressure here at 10.25. See, SRRA, this was starting to move yesterday. Still in this big triangle, so this is one to keep an eye on today. KCSP, only thing showing up on my 200-day scanner. I'm not seeing anything else besides these two possible plays. I'm not too concerned about MTech. KCSP, on the other hand, is a bit concerning. See, SPY is starting to try to push up again. MTech still selling off. Good morning, Lauren. How's it going? Now, one of the reasons why I got in KCSP is because of this U shape and the break of this downtrend. It's just got to break that 1050 area. Starting to test $10 at so 10 days at 970. It's got to hold above that $10 area. MTech still selling off some. Not a big surprise because that was a pretty big pop it had from 286 almost up to 383, a whole dollar move in a very short time period. But I expect as soon as this selling is done, the MTech is going to continue to try to move. Starting to look like a possible head and shoulders on this 5 minute. Got this head here, shoulder here. And if this cannot break out over 1060, this will be another shoulder. Already actually starting to look like it may give up now. There we go. Looks like MTech trying to find the bottom at 320 before it starts possibly moving again. Let's down KCSP for a minute, make sure it's going to hold up. Good morning, Lori Lee. How are you? CEV. Oh no, it's below the EMAs. I don't want nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. So we did get some buying up off of that 975, 980 area, holding us above 10. I am good, Lori. Very close to being done with these white papers. They have been endless. It feels like an endless journey that has taken way longer than I wanted it to take, but I'm almost done with those white papers. And that has been my main focus the last few days, trying to get the white papers done for this coin, which will be out before the weekend. KCSP slowly pushing back up here. MTech buying coming back in, trying to test the downtrend of right now. I'd say re-break a 340. We'll see another 350 test. Probably more than likely, if we break this downtrend here, we'll probably test 350. We are getting a crossover on the 15-minute chart. 10-day just crossing the 50 and the 200. This thing can pop up over this downtrend. Got to open of that candle above the downtrend, but we'll see if it pushes or not. Needs to push up. Yeah, looks like it's starting to push up some. KCSP still uncertain. Test of 350 on this candle or the next candle, and this is also a perfect U shape. If this continues to push up there, this would be a nice little U shape. SPY still struggling to get up there. I believe the SPY may be dropping more. Crack of 450 and the SPY is probably going to have a nice little dumpy dump. Gotta be very careful though. We gotta keep an eye on it because if it cracks 450, it could really start yanking down, which could ruin any other play. Feels like this. It feels like there's some selling pressure in everything at the moment. BWAC just popped up. Nice move so far. About $6 on this play. Another test of $10 support on KCSP. We'll see if it can hold up. And see, this wasn't even that much buying volume that came in that got MTech halted in the first place. So all it needs is just buying volume again. This thing IPO'd yesterday lower than it was supposed to. Supposed to IPO around 525. It's priced at 525. So this thing came out way cheaper. And that's why I got in it yesterday. Holding, see, I got multiple entries all throughout the day. Which I did alert in the Discord. Okay, KSCP. Gonna give up on me here. MTech looks like it's about ready to go on another push up. Like it wants to finish out this U shape at 350. KCSP, I may have to get out of. It's starting to really weaken. Got about 20-cent spread on KCSP at the moment. Just trying to rebound back above 10. Oh, SPY pushing all the way back up to the previous peak. So we break over 452 here. The SPY will be starting to look to go bullish on the day. Don't you crack on me. Yeah, 975 is the bottom on this thing. Before it could crack. MTech, you're just hanging out there. You see that little volume right now. After that big spike. So there's like not a ton of selling in this thing. You guys watching anything else besides what I'm watching? Because I know there's not a lot going on. DWAC is up to 83. So that's still moving pretty nicely. KCSP trying to get back above $10. There is support there on the 15-minute chart. The 50-day, the 10-day, and the 975 is just a natural support area. So saying this is a lot of support. So just trying to hold. MTech, what are you doing? Alright, so KCSP starting to break The downtrend right now, this little triangle pattern, getting back above 10. It just needs to break up over 11 and it can start going. And see, it's got room up to 1250, which is about where I would be looking for to exit if it can start taking off. Maybe 1150. There's a little resistance at 1150 on this previous little peak up. Yeah, 1150 to 12, something like that would be my first price target if it can break out here. And MTech not getting that U shape. Wanted to see it continue to push. Make a nice curl so far. It just started curling and now just going sideways. SPY up to the downtrend. See if it can break its downtrend. If we break its downtrend on the SPY, I think we're going to go bullish here on the day and we'll start seeing things ripping left and right like we've been seeing. However, if we don't break here, yeah. Ooh, strong rejection off of that downtrend. Very strong rejection. $10-day is approaching the 50-day. We're close to getting a little crossover on the 15-minute chart. So seeing some rejection at $10 again. Here we go. Now MTech's starting to come back up. Just took it a minute to wake up again. Just gotta break 350. 350, re-break of that. Which we're not far from. 12 cents away from a test of 350. Just a little bit more buying volume and they could push up to that. we going to do here? Consolidating, consolidating, consolidating all across the market. KCSP, possibly, I'm sorry, KSCP, possibly about to warm back up. Big seller sitting at 10.15 on the ask. Good morning, Donnell. How's it going, bud? We're struggling to even touch 10.15 at this moment. We may have the start of another downtrend here. Yep, that's what it's looking like. Come on, stop doing that. Because if it doesn't break over 10.15 here, it's going to make a little pivot point, which would confirm this downtrend. So it needs to break over that for sure. MTech still needs a little bit more buying volume, but very close. Looks very close to going on another move. There we go. That big seller at 10.15 getting taken out. KCSP. Little pop to 10.25. Started to make a nice little U shape here. Up to 10.50. Still getting a little resistance there. At 10.15. Bids are above it. Bids just stacked at 10.15. Good sign there. We're testing 10.30, breaking through 10.30. See if we keep pushing or if this is going to be a pivot. I think we're going to keep pushing. Looking at this 15-minute. And we are close, though. That 10 days still not crossed over those EMAs. And there's the top of the U shape. So I mean, it is slowly working its way up to finishing that U. SPY giving another run at breaking this downtrend. Really, there we go. Those sellers moved off of 1030. They were holding 1030 down. Now they're off of there, so now we should see this push on up to 1050. At least for the test of 1050. Big seller looks like sitting at 1038. And okay, at 1038 area starting to get taken out. And looks like there it goes just about. Boom. Alright. That was 1040. Let's see this 1050. Come on up. MTech. Still not doing anything, but just no volume. So there's no selling volume because it's not really selling off or anything. And so it's like literally all this play is waiting on is just for more buying volume. KSCP rejected on his first attempt at 250, pushing all the way back down to 10. Ooh. Looks like it's ruining that U shape. Whoops. Because now it is starting to look like a triangle since it was not able to continue to form. So this thing's still consolidating. The SPY is still trying to test that downtrend, but having a lot of trouble. See, KSCP trying to crack 10, testing that support. pretty strong support at 325 for MTech. Alright, now I just had a little dump back down to 310, 312. That's right there where all the moving averages are on the 15 minutes. So that should be pretty strong support at 315 if it can't hold there. It may have some issues. And you can see it's trying to push through those areas. DWAC still running, pushing up to 84. So this thing just all gas right now, just going. Got perfect little trend line you can play on it as long as it's above that trend line. You can continue to run up. CFVI, this just started popping. Way off the trend line, but that might explain why these other plays are losing some buy-in at the moment, because CFVI is starting to go nuts. It's only moved $1 so far. It looks crazy on this chart, but it's only $1 movement, so it looks like it's just really I don't want to say it's getting going, because it may be all it had. Yeah, I'd like to see CVFI come back to 12. This little triangle's where it broke out of consolidation and boom. So there possibly could be some support. SRRA still hanging around 30. They do got some type of, oh, they're at a doing a conference. That's not a big deal. MTech still selling off. With DWAC with a nice pop off of that trend line all the way up to 86, $4 jump there. For whatever reason, the volume is not coming back into either one of these. It's looking like CVFI and or CFVI and DWAC are getting all the attention. They're getting all the eyeballs at the moment. Struggling to even get back above 10 there. It's not a good sign. SPY still testing. MTech selling all the way off back down to 3. I don't know, man. Damn. Cracking 3 here. This thing is already underbought or undersold. Undersold. It's already pretty oversold for an IPO, cracking down under 3 at the moment, but 3 was strong support most of yesterday, so I expect 3 to hold here. If $3 cannot hold as support on MTech, then it is going to be done with. Alright. I'm going to take a quick little break here while I'm waiting on this. This is one of these slow mornings. We've seen a lot of slow mornings lately. The traders are just indecisive. And we could get this break on the SPY here. It could be a decent rest of the day, but it's really having some issues breaking that area. But I'll be right back. Take just a couple minutes, and we'll see what happens here on these plays, because right now everything is looking a little bit sketchy. Well, good thing I put that stop loss in. So stopped out there on KCS. KSCP. You can see where the SPY got rejected. And that's what I was saying. The SPY right here could ruin some patterns. Definitely yanked a couple of things back. Yeah, even DWAC got yanked back on that pullback. Let's check the indexes here. By the way, if you've been following me on the crypto channel, IMX, when I've been very bullish on having a nice shoot up today, actually shot up from $3 up to $5.45 before it gave back a lot of those gains, but still climbing up. Let's see, the Dow Jones. Let me get off the hour chart. Yeah, so we're starting to get a short-term downtrend on the Dow Jones, running into that 50-day moving average. The dollar's pulled back quite a bit since this little spike from people pulling their money out. But gold and silver not jumping up very much. Real estate just barely holding the trend line. So we are seeing some quietness. Well, not quietness really, but weakness in all the markets. Bitcoin still holding above 35,000 on that future. It's got to break that. And then Ethereum already drew the downtrend, but you see multiple cryptos up today, multiple altcoins forth. Like I said, IMX, God's token popping out of its triangle up to 260. So looking good on the crypto front. Not so much everywhere else though. Let's see this on our chart. So we have this flat top on the hour chart at 335. This candle's fixing to close in 7 minutes on this hour chart. So we want it to for sure close above 3. We don't want this thing dropping back below 3 anymore. KSCP trying to get back above a 975 area. How's it crazy, man? How's crazy? What do I need a stop loss for? It's still $3. My entry was 310. till I have a stop loss in. What is he talking about? So MTech, or not MTech, but the SPY back at this downtrend again. Trying to give it another test. This little downtrend on DWAC has to break if it's going to continue to move up. Good buying volume so far. But with the SPY being a little sketchy at the moment, may mess up that pattern too. Let's see, what are they talking about on the SPY? I don't care about Gary Gensler on there. What? What are they talking about? Major terrorist threat. They removed the global leader of ISIS. I don't think ISIS was that big a deal anymore. See, U.S. indices are trading lower. Weakness in meta platforms pressures tech stocks and weighs on earnings sentiment. Did hear that Facebook did not have as good as earnings, which is not a surprise. Bank of England raises its benchmark bank rate from 0.25% to 0.5%. Whoa. Yeah, there's nothing going on there in the news at all. Look at the volume starting to decrease right here. I don't know if we're going to see a breakout there or not. I thought I'm so confused about the ISIS thing. Like, what are they talking about? Are we just going to war with Russia? Somehow we're going at it with or went at it with ISIS. I guess I don't know. It's not making any sense what they're talking about. See, CFVI with a nasty sell-off. That just giving up. DWAC is starting to try to re-break 85. Could be a possible play there. Or another play on it. SPY looking like it might want to give up here. On DWAC getting rejected off 85. Everything's starting to look a little bit sketchy. Now the market, the heat map is showing some green in some places, but still majority red. And then on the 1 hour, we're getting a double top starting to form right below these moving averages and the downtrend. The SPY might be about to break down here. It's hard to say because we've seen the SPY so volatile over the past few weeks. Some days where we've seen it drop, $5, $10 during the day, during the morning, and then rebound back all of that by the end of the day. KCSP able to get back above that 975 area, so this is still a possible play, even though I'm stopped out. Re-break at $10 and we can see that start to go. MTech starting to crack 3 a little bit. Like, there's no volume whatsoever on MTech though. None. At the moment. Pretty pretty boring morning so far. I mean, there's been some pops, but they've been pretty short-lived pops. Do have an uptrend on CVFI. Let's see. Why would I buy Google? I'm not spending $1,000 or $2,000, whatever the hell Google's price is now. It's too much capital for that thing. Want nothing to do with it. So I'm not okay? What do you mean? I'm fine. What do you mean I'm not okay? I'm fine. Just chilling out here. Watching the market slowly move. Trying to decide which way it wants to go. We're in this indecision. On the SPY. It's not really doing much. Buying has tried to hold it above 450, so we may see the SPY try to turn around here shortly. Google, even with Google splitting, I mean, still, how much of a split is Google gonna do? Like, do they plan on going back down to like $100 a stock with the split, or like what is this? I haven't. I mean, it's Google, so Google more than likely is not going to be losing any money. We'll go check it out here in a second. We'll go find out what's going on with Google and the split. It looks like the SPY is going to rebound. Yeah, see, Google's at $3,000. So yeah, even if they split, they have to split a lot to get it back down to. Oh, there it is, Alphabet. Trying to find the actual original news on the split. There we go. So they're doing a 20-for-1 stock split. Let's see which one. Oh, so it's going to be all of their stock, including their warrants. I mean, it's about time. They've been at 660 million shares. There's not that many shares for Google, so I may pick some Google up if it is down to $130 after the split. I mean, I could buy some now, but I would rather wait till after the split, I think. And then again, I'm still pretty bearish on the stock market, even though it's rebounding this week. And it looks good for the week. I don't think we're out of the woodworks yet, so the good thing is it would be amazing to see Google split and then the market crash and Google shares be like $50 or $60. That would be really ideal. Then I would really load the boat. You're bullish long term on what, Google? I mean, who wouldn't be bullish long term on Google? It's Google. All I'm saying is it would be nice to see the market actually correct and be able to get Google's split shares for even cheaper. Oh gosh, let's see. Lori, you said SENS. Is that what it is? Yeah, SENS. So MTech starting to get a little bounce off the $3 area finally after really not doing much, selling off a little bit after that initial rip. SCNS up to $3. Let's look at the daily chart. Just now starting to break over the 200, so break at $3. And it would be bullish. It's got room up to $4. It's actually not a bad looking play, Lori. It does have a lot higher float than I personally like, but not a bad looking play at all. been consolidating in this big wedge pattern. Just needs to break over 3. There we go. SPY is trying to rebound now. If it can break over 453, should see rebounds across the market. Let's see DWAC. DWAC has broken that tight uptrend, but DWAC has this triangle right now at $85. So possible triangle breakout coming there. CVFI still holding up the trend line. Just barely. It's right on it, but if it can hold that trend line, could be a possible play. No problem, Lori. Sins has got some potential. I just don't know much about it other than just looking at the chart. But it has definitely been uptrending. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be children either. One live, I was going to say, you know, anybody, if they get sick, and I mean, I don't know. That's one of Daniel B's useless points again. Donned up. Can I change the video quality to HD? Let me check and see. It should be pretty high quality. Let me pull it up on my phone and see what the quality is looking like. Whoa. Shut up, phone. Why don't you start with me? Is anybody, I'm not seeing any issues on my phone. Is anybody else having any issues with the quality? Just try to hit the refresh button and see if refresh helps get the quality back in order for you, because it's looking fine there. And I'm not seeing anything on my side to suggest otherwise. Yeah, excellent connection. Good on your end too, Lauren. Yeah, so I'm not sure what it is. It seems to be on your side, Donned Up. Okay, let me check. I'm on the computer how the quality is blown up. Now, you know, if you got a big computer screen, it may not. I mean, you got me blown up on a huge screen. It's probably. I mean, that's a blowing up on my computer screen. It is a little blurry up this big. Whoops. What are you doing? Um, yeah, I'll have to see something about blowing it up is messing the quality up. Oh, let's see here. Hold on a second. There, that should be a little bit better. Oh, so SPY is getting rejected again off of this trend line, off the downtrend. Look at that decrease in volume. We're pushing up, but our volume has been steadily decreasing down. MTech still holding around that $3 area. See, there's a little bit of an uptrend starting to form on MTech. See DWAC cracking that little triangle consolidation, so a lot of resistance at 85. Does look good on the daily chart for a possible big run here soon, though. Maybe tomorrow or next week. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Today's Thursday? Yeah. So actually, yeah, we may see DWAC move next week, not so much this week. CVFI cracking its uptrend. KCSP still hanging out in this triangle of consolidation. Let's see if the SPY is going to crack down here. Break of this uptrend. We'll see a test of that 450 area. SRRA is one to keep a very close eye on. Look at the daily chart on this thing. Very tight triangle pointing to the upside. And it just needs just a little bit of push. Just some buying volume to come back in, and this thing could explode again. So this is another one to keep on watch. Today, tomorrow, maybe even Monday. It may have to pull back if the market decides to give up on us here. Everything turning red again. RD, what are you? That's higher float. I don't want no anything with that. Boy, one life, you were a big fan of Ozark. You keep talking about Ozark nonstop here this morning. Alright, I'm going to take a couple minute break here. We give the stream about 20-ish more minutes as we're just kind of waiting to see which way the market's going to go. Because nothing's really breaking out at the moment. And just a lot of indecision to see which way we are headed. But I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Alright, so the SPY does seem to be breaking down. MTech is slowly climbing up this trend line, even with the SPY breaking down. So, that's a decent side. But it's still got to break down 450. I mean, it come down right here and come back right up in another 30 minutes. So unless it cracks down 450, there's still a chance we could see a rebound. DWAC still fighting around that 85 area, is trying to push back up to 85 at the moment. KCSP did have a little pop up over 10 again, but getting rejected. I believe I'm going to continue to hold MTech throughout the day and see what it does. I don't see, the thing with this stock is it was priced at $5.25 a share for the IPO, and it opened up at $3.20 and has not really, I mean, there's been of course selling in it, but not really much. Like, you look at the volume bars from yesterday and today, this thing only got a little bit, maybe a couple million yesterday in volume, and then that one spike at the beginning of the market was the biggest volume it's had on it. But like, there's just no selling going on. And that's the question I keep asking myself. Why would there be selling? Why would there be shorters in a stock that IPO'd $2 cheaper than what it was supposed to come out at? So with it being $2 cheaper, my price target is pretty much $5. Since it's priced, the IPO is priced at $5.25. But you can see just this little itty bitty buying volume right now is pushing it up a couple of cents. So this thing is just needing big buying volume. That's all it needs, and consistently. Like, that was one pop. If we could see some consistency, some buying volume starting to grow in consistency, then I think we'll see a pretty nice move up. Hmm. I mean, MTech really didn't do much during this time of day anyway. Yesterday it didn't really start heating up till after lunch. So I mean, I'm not really expecting it to do anything here real soon. I'm just coming down and giving a little test of that trend line. See, 451 starting to crack down on the SPY. Yeah, like Daniel B said, Lori, most platforms in the USA are zero commissions at the moment. It's not always been like that, but it is now. Testing 315 on MTech. Bid stacking there at 315, so this little bit of buying volume we are getting in. If we could just see it followed by some more buying. Push up a little bit more. We got a minute and a half on this 15-minute candle to close. I'd like to see it push to 325 as it's closing. I don't really want to see it stay right here at 315. So, brokers just make a ton of money anyway. I mean, they've got, depending on the broker, there's different fee structures for margin trading. So a lot of brokers, even though it's commission free for most trading, still with margin because you're loaning, you're borrowing somebody else's money. There's fees there. Some brokers make up the fees in the spread between the bid and the ask, so their order book will not show you true bid and ask prices. Like right now, MTech probably on Robinhood is like showing a 320 price or something. It's probably 3 cents higher than the actual price. But there's a lot of different ways they can charge zero commissions and still make money. But TD is a big bank. It's a giant Canadian bank and has a bunch of offices in the United States. So with all the other banking things that they have and everything else, they're not missing any money by charging, not charging any fees. What are you talking about, Daniel B? Floor brokers don't have anything to do with Thinkorswim's platform or Charles Schwab's platform. A floor broker is just a regular broker. Just they. I mean, what are you talking about? Like that doesn't make any sense. I'm just tired one life. I'm just extremely tired. The Framework Fortune Coin white papers has been my main focus this weekend and this week so far. It's taken me a lot longer than expected to get that all finished up. So I've been working late nights, working mornings during, last 2 days I missed these live streams. I was working on it then. It just is, it's a process, but it's an important process that has to be done before we can start airdropping tokens and whatnot. So, Donned Up, all you got to do to add a watch list, you can't see it because it's behind my head. Let me see if I can shrink Thinkorswim real quick. Let it shrink. There we go. Alright, so right here, hit this plus symbol at the bottom of your broker on the left corner of Thinkorswim and go to watch list. Alright, and then you can go into, once you create a new watch list, go into create watch list. So there you go. So actually you don't even have to do that one step, I don't think. Let's see. Well, you might have to, but anyway. Where did my... Maybe we'll have to have that up. Yeah, you'll have to have one of these up. But anyway, just go to create watch list. You can name your watch list, and then you can add your symbols in there. And then once you've got that done, you just hit save, and then you can go to one of these, and you go to personal, and all your personal scanners or watch list will be in here. So hopefully that helps. No problem. Donned Up. I have no idea what you mean, Daniel B. Alright, so MTech is trying to slowly continue to climb with that new buying volume. Like I said, it's probably going to be Oh, there's a huge order on the ask at, let's see, 77,000 shares. More than likely a seller trying to drop a bunch of shares there. Or it could be some manipulation in the stock, and we're seeing, um, could be that we're seeing institutions or maybe a institution, something like that, try to hold the price down as they continue to build their positions in it. That big order on the ask is slowly getting taken out. About 20,000 shares so far taken out. Let's see. Still a ton of buying trying to push this seller out of here. It definitely looks like a seller. You see buys are coming in. Just not quite enough yet to break through that wall of orders this fellow's got sitting there. He's down to 38,000 shares now. We're still pecking at it, so this is a good sign. A lot of buys still coming in. Pecking, 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 pecking. Can we get this guy out of the way? So finally a little rejection there. Oh no, we're going back at it again. Going to peck at him some more. 320's coming through. He's starting to get ate up pretty quickly. Oh, he is getting ate up very quickly. Look at the green coming through on this time in sales. He's down to 23,000 shares. And he's about to get taken out. 20,000 shares. Under 20,000. 320 still pecking, pecking, pecking. He's starting to break down. There he goes. He's out of here. He is out of here. He's only got 6,000 shares left. And looks like he got taken out. We should start to see this pop over 320. There we go. Bid's moving up to 320. They got a lot to take out there, but by God, they took it out. I wasn't sure if they was going to be able to do it, and they did it relatively fast. Buyers really pushing that big seller out of the way. Testing 325 now. Let's see if 325 can break. Let's see if we have another huge seller sitting at 325, or if all the selling's out of the way. Look at the volume profile too. Volume, buying volume slowly increasing. SPY still not able to hold up. Looks like it's going to try to test that 450 area soon. We are about to give 325 a little shake. Let's see, 325 on that ask. We do have some big sellers there. About 50, 60,000 shares sitting through about 4 orders, a couple of different orders at 325. Let's see if they start getting taken out. And they're slowly getting pecked at. As long as we're hitting it, as long as we're pecking at 325, just like last time, and that is absolutely fine. 325 is starting to. Oof, that was close. Got a little rejection off of it, but a lot of sellers got taken out right there in that last little push. So we can just see 325 again. It has been somewhat of a slow market. Like I said earlier, there was a couple of rips, couple of plays to make some money on. All right, testing 325 again. A lot less sellers this time. And they're already getting picked at. Picked, pecked, 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 pecked. Take them out, take them out. See these 325s coming through. They need to keep coming through. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Through 325. What is this area? 335 is next resistance. This flat top across here. So we start seeing a test of 335. This thing could start going. Nope. Big rejection there. We got a bunch of sellers on 315 again. They get bought up off of there. What's up, Orlando? How's it going, buddy? SPY is getting really close. Testing 450 support. Real close. We're only 40 cents away. Looks like it is going to come down there. Let's see if we crack through 450 here on the SPY. What's up, Joe Mack? Good morning. Looks like we gonna probably get another test here at 325. See how crazy it looks. You did okay on DCDA. It's not on my scanners or anything. But good job, man. I don't know. It's probably a more expensive stock or higher float. See, DCDA. No, that symbol's not showing up. I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding it or what. Could be that. So DWAC is making a very long wedge triangle pattern, but it is getting very close to the tip. Looks like it may get rejected, especially with the SPY pulling back. If the SPY cracks 450, I would expect a pullback on DWAC. Running into some decent size selling on MTech in this area. SPY very close. SPY cracking down 450. Meanwhile, Intech giving a little push back up to 325. Well, it tried there. Still, yeah, a lot of selling. Interesting. With the SPY cracking down right now. Definitely seeing some money come out of the market. And if it really starts coming down, we could see... Yeah, see, look, MTech starting to pull back because of that. Yank down under 450. Let's see if it can hold up. But if the SPY just starts dumping too much, just like before, those other days where it starts dumping, then it's not going to be any trades during that time. Or if there is, you're going to be going against the downtrend of the entire market. KCSP still right around 10. If I could ever break back above 10, that'd be alright. — 10-day is at 449. So there is a little bit of support there, but SPY looking like it's giving up for the time being. Yeah. Oh, BCDA. BCDA. This is a $2 stock. I had a little pop there in the beginning. Market open from 2 to 230. It's not a bad pop. Oh, my bear stock is not going to stop until this damn stock market crashes. I was a little bullish on this week because we rebounded back above this 200-day moving average, but I am no longer bullish on this week. The rebound has suddenly come to a stop. And you can see it right here on the daily chart where yesterday we tried to push up but got rejected, and then having a gap down today And we're very close to starting to have a possible nasty little sell-off. So, we're at the end of this week. We got a rebound, but not as big as a rebound as we really need to see the market continue on its upward momentum. Like, this does not look good at all right here on the SPY. Of course, there's still a lot of time left today. There's still a lot of time left. The SPY could easily bounce back up and break over this downtrend. So it just is looking quite bearish on the daily chart, on the long time frame. So MTech, because of that pullback, did drop all the way down to 3, but was bought right back up and pushed above the trend line. I mean, if you get 2 years in advance to know that the stock market is crashing, that's pretty good timing. 2 years to prepare. I mean, does it make sense that I would wait right until the market's about to drop and go, hey, the market's dropping, watch out? Oh, DWAC cracking hard out of that downtrend with the SPY pulling down. So, yeah, I do believe we are done for the time being until the SPY can kind of make up its mind. It does have that 10-day, like I said, at 449. It's trying to hold as support at the moment, but with that short-term downtrend, not looking too great. What a reach, Daniel B. What a reach. Like, it's just crazy talk. You just like to talk crazy, man. That's not even what I said. I didn't say that shorters were going to... Like, that just doesn't... That is so irrelevant to the conversation. This is like a nice try to attempt to jab at me, but it just kind of went shoo. Just kind of missed like completely with that one. It was a nice try though. Alright guys, well I believe I'm gonna call it a day for now. We got the Gods Unchained gameplay stream gonna be happening here in a couple hours. And then the crypto update after that. SPY may try to hold 450. But we'll see. We'll see how the market closes today. I'm going to continue to hold MTech. It has started cracking a little bit. There's a SPY pulling back. So I have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, DWAC. Money's starting to come out of the market. Everything's starting to turn red across the board. Or anything that with volume anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. See, something just came out on the PR. Oh, now we're back to talking about Russia again. Hmm. Well, Daniel B, if I had to go through, if you really need me to go through again and explain how the market has been propped up since 2008 from quantitative easing and money printing. But that, we don't got to argue about it. If you don't think the SPY is going to drop, you think it's going to keep going up, hey man, keep doing your thing. I heard you been I heard you been shorting recently, Daniel B. How's your shorting go? How's your shorting going? You and One Life have been shorting, huh? Yeah, see, SPY's trying to rebound 450 here, so it may rebound. Unless it can't get back above 450, then it ain't gonna rebound. I don't know. It's looking pretty bearish because it's downtrend on the daily. It does not look like it wants to move up much more. No, the Fed's doing quantitative easing since 2008 is not my view. The national debt over 30 trillion, we just hit more national debt than we had. We're over 30 trillion. That's not my view. Quantitative easing, hyperinflation, and Federal Reserve that's out of their minds right now. That's not my view. I didn't just perceive I didn't perceive 30 trillion in national debt. That's not an opinion. I, I'm not perceiving it's not in my head that inflation is at all-time highs since 1947 or whatever. Like that's not a view, that's not an opinion. Those are facts. That's why you have that's why you have such a hard time trying to argue this, cuz you're arguing your view against the facts. I don't, it's not my opinion. Like I said, just look at the charts. I ain't going to go into this with you again. Oh my god, here you go. One Life coming there right behind Daniel B. We'll see. We'll see if the proven winners how they feel here. in another couple of months. We will see. Like I said, I'm not gonna have the same debate with you two. You two are still coming with the same arguments that you came with before. So you've learned nothing. You've learned nothing at all. Daniel B, I just called Peter Schiff out the other day for accepting Bitcoin. Peter Schiff accepts Bitcoin for his gold and silver. So, me dissing Peter Schiff the other day and you trying to say that I'm repeating Peter Schiff. What it I I'm calling it a day, guys. I'm not even doing this. This is just silly. This is just silly nonsense. Peter Schiff absolutely, his company absolutely does accept Bitcoin. Jesus Christ. All right. God, geez. How many times? How many times for you two geniuses do I got to sit here and prove you wrong? Like how much do you want to get punched in the face? Just go down and stay down. Lord have mercy. Two geniuses, man. Schiff Gold right here. Schiff Gold. Let's make sure this is the... Peter Schiff's Gold News. There's Peter Schiff's face. Let me scroll all the way down here. Pay with cryptocurrencies. Buying gold and silver with cryptocurrencies. As early as 2014, Schiff Gold was one of the first physical gold companies to accept cryptocurrency via BitPay. Peter Schiff's been taking Bitcoin since 2014. Try again. I'm wrong? Okay. What do you... oh my God. Alright. Alright. I just showed you with your own eyeballs. I don't know what else to tell you. There is no pleasing you then. Now we're... see, you guys don't even have... you guys don't even have any arguments. That's how sad this is. Like... you somehow are trying to, I don't even know, make some argument of like it's some bad thing that I called the market going to crash 2 years ago. I've been calling for a market crash. Whoopity-doo. Who cares? Who cares what I call for? You do your own trading, right? You don't listen to me. So why are you worried about what I'm saying? And then to go into Peter Schiff. Anyway. I know how BitPay works, One Life. I'm very aware of how BitPay works. Well, it looks like the SPY is going to drop, so I am going to call it a day. I'm curious, like, what's the point? What do you how does explaining how BitPay works have anything to do with the SPY dropping? That's how far down this rabbit hole of a troll of an argument you guys have tried to go to. I'm not going to argue with you how BitPay works. The point is whether it's converts it to cash or not. Peter Schiff still takes Bitcoin for payment. And whether it's BitPay or not, he still accepts Bitcoin for gold. All right. I mean, it's his business. If you are selling your gold and silver and people are buying it in Bitcoin, doesn't matter if it gets changed to cash, people still bought it in Bitcoin. But that wasn't even the argument. That was just because Jesus Christ. You guys are silly, man. What do you mean I'm incorrect? How does me being incorrect about Peter Schiff and BitPay have anything to do with my market prediction of the market coming down? That's what I want to know. That has nothing to do with anything. That's how hard y'all are reaching right now. And like the funniest thing is, and I'm just staying for a few more minutes just to point this out. I'm not the one who brought up Peter Schiff in the first place. This whole Peter Schiff thing was Daniel B's comment. Like, how are you going to say that I'm following Peter Schiff and repeating what he's saying from one of his videos and then turn around and defend Peter Schiff's taking BitPay or taking Bitcoin? Like, you can't say I'm on Peter Schiff's nuts and then turn around and defend Peter Schiff's nuts with every bit of ounce of strength in you. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Like, you guys contradict yourselves so often. It's so silly. Like, that's the silliest thing ever. You made a statement, tried to make an argument, and then are arguing against yourselves. Silliness. Absolute silliness. Well, anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. Why don't One Life? Why don't you and Daniel B go back and watch those recorded debates? You know, those debates live. Go watch those debates again. I don't think you guys learned anything from the two first live debates where both of you guys smoked. Do, do I need to do a 1-on-2 debate? Is that what I need to do? Would that make you guys happy? If there's two of you, that way you can gang up on me? If that's what you want, I'll take you both on. You guys just let me know when you want to do it. Got that, Daniel B? One Life? Now that I've destroyed you both separately, I will take you on and destroy you both together at the same damn time. So you guys just let me know when you want to do that. It'll just probably be the same stupid argument that we've continued to have. Because you guys have yet to bring any other type of arguments out besides the same ones that you say over and over again, which is not really, doesn't make it truer the more you say it. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a day. Like I said, if you two want to smoke together, you both can get smoked together. Same time. Alright guys, we'll be back here in a little bit on the crypto channel, Framework Fortune Crypto, for some live Gods on Chain play, and then keeping an eye on the crypto markets, seeing how they're going to perform today. Looks like IMX is down under 4 right now, but IMX doing very well so far. God's at 234, so we're seeing some nice buying coming into some of the NFT plays. Yeah, man, a little bit of action. But yeah. Alright. Destroyed myself, huh? But yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out frameworkfortune.com. Get free sign up with email, and you can go and join the Discord group. By the way, Daniel being One Life, for a whole lot of trash talkers, you guys are not in the Discord group. You know, you could be in there talking trash all the time, but you're not. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.